And please let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, teacher, I can.
Okay. So, the topic for today is this. Our brains are a match for our technology. So, this class is similar to the second class that I did. So, this is the first question, like to start with the class. Are social networking sites changing our daily behavior? What do you think? Who wants to answer this question? Oh, and I'm so sorry, guys.
Teacher, I
I'm so
can
tired
I cannot see
today. Oh,
the question.
uh, you can see the screen or not?
Yeah, but it's only showing the Skype
In the
presentation.
sky.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? 1 second. Okay. Now, can you see the question?
Yes.
Okay. So today you are going to do the class because I'm so tired. Oh my goodness. So who wants to answer this question? Let me see. Sara or Jose. Sara or Jose. Well,
Okay, good morning. First of all, just I joined today's session. The question is, okay, well, in that context, the situation is that yes, social media or social networking is changing our behavior because the way of communication is different now. Uh, Instead, we send voices like I mean when you speak to another person, it's different when you send a message through, for example, WhatsApp or Instagram or something like that. It's so different, and so the behavior changes also, and it's for that reason that yes, it changed our behavior also because, for example, on Instagram, it's the pictures change the mind of many people trying to emulate or copy the same behavior of others. Just for example, traveling every weekend or doing these kind of things or buying stuff, expensive stuffs. And it's not normal. I mean, because many of them don't have money to follow this lifestyle. It's for that reason that, I mean, there are many other reasons to believe that. And yes, the short answer is yes, it is changes the
yeah,
behavior.
and thank you. And talking about something important that you mentioned about the apps like Instagram and Facebook and yeah. So do you think that, for example, the things or the posts that you see in these social media is real, or do you think that it's fake? Like for example, when you are on Facebook and you see like a picture with I don't know, a perfect couple, and you say, "Oh my goodness, I would like to have this life," but then when you see the reality is different, or what do you think?
Well, it could be real, but uh, it's not 100% certain. I mean, it's not always that it can be a perfect couple, or they can travel into a cruise every day or every weekend. I mean, it's something. I mean, it's like the filters that are used by women or even now by men. So it has a kind of reality, but it's most of. fake things. So it's for that reason that you must be careful with those pictures, with those reels, because it is complicated to try to follow or to try to emulate if you have a normal lifestyle, like a
Yeah,
Colombian, I mean.
yeah, it's true. What do you think, Robert?
Um, I think I agree about with Jose.
Yeah,
I think so, because the information that is on social networks usually shows just happy moments to the people, and observers like me usually feel somewhat some sad because an example, I say, oh wow, he's younger than me and he has more money, or he's in a other country very great.
yeah. So do you think that, for example, this social media affects your self-esteem?
Oh, mm, in the in me no, but I think that there are people who think about it with, oh wow, he's younger than me, in example, no, and he's beautiful than me, or another or other things.
Yeah, thank you, lady.
Well, I think that the social networking sites could affect the behavior, obviously, because you can see in the photos of Instagram, Facebook, the same that Jose said. They show the happy part or the good part of their life, and me, for example, compare with my life. So maybe I think why that person is achieving their goals, and why me not. So
Yeah, but
maybe,
mostly that's not real.
yeah, sure, but some of the parts are not real, but usually we shows in the social media the good part, but they are real. Is obviously they do not have that good part in their life, but they show things that only I don't know how to say that. It could not be real the 100% of the time, but it is real maybe in 1 day or 2 days. I don't know if I can understand,
Yeah, yeah,
but
I can understand.
yeah, for example, the people that is traveling or is
So
in
you mean
a
that there are things which are real and others that
sorry.
doesn't. So you mean like there are things which are real and but others no? Yeah.
Yeah, sure, because the social media is not a place where we can true 100%. The people obviously can upload fake things, but others only post their life, and their life is real and most of the time.
And do you think that these posts that maybe you see on Facebook affect your self-esteem?
Um,
Because you say that
Maybe
sometimes you
yeah,
compare like the life of other people with your life. So
yeah, because yes, because if I see um a person that was in the school with me, and I see that that person is doing different things that I could not, or I couldn't not do in my time, I will think, oh my God, why she or he is doing that, why she is developing so many goals that they proposed, and the things that I want to do I couldn't, or I haven't do it. what is the difference that he can and me not. So that is like, yeah, I could affect the self-esteem or the behavior, and could be bad maybe, but obviously we have to see or to think that all in the social media is not the whole life of that person. Um, the teacher is talking because I can't hear.
I can
Can you
hear
hear
her.
me?
I don't know. Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know what is happening. Okay, I was asking to Sarah. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, I can.
Okay, but we are in this question, like, can social networking sites be dangerous? What do you think? So, for example, in my point of view, I consider that it depends on the use that each person gives them, but I would like to hear your opinion. Because sometimes you can find good information on social networking sites, maybe in different pages.
Yeah, I consider that it depends of the people who is posting the social medias, because I there is news that could generate hate, or news that can generate likes, but the news that generate hate could be dangerous for the people who don't know distinguish if it's a real news or a fake news.
Yeah, and do you think, for example, that is safe to post everything on Facebook, like your lives, picture, personal information? You think that this is safe?
No, no, that is not safe because um, I am sharing my privacy, yeah, my private life. So it could be dangerous that other people that maybe I don't know, um, in I don't know, or because maybe because we usually have uh, people add to our profile which we don't know um, for complete. We don't know. We maybe add people that we just see. Oh, okay, add to my friends, but we don't know it. So these people, if we share like where I live, or where am I with my parents, where live my parents, they will know that information. That if it's a bad person, um, could be involved in different problems or issues that it will need it will not be good.
Yeah, and for example, have you had any, I don't know, experience with like a fake profile of you? I mean, that someone has created any profile of you, fake profile? Like, for
Oh,
example,
yeah,
right?
and my experience, no, with my photos and my information, no, at the moment. But yes, I saw some people that happened to them.
Yeah, for example, when I arrived here, there was like a profile with the same picture that I had in my real Facebook, and yeah, this Facebook had the same picture, the same information, and they were asking for money. So yeah, and maybe it was people in the jail. I think sometimes they do that. What do you
Yeah,
think?
the same people that call
Yeah,
to say
that
that I am your brother, I need money.
yeah, yeah. What about Jose? Have you had an experience with this?
No, I'm so lucky because I'm not popular, but I I'm this kind of person who make a profile, a fake profile. Because, for example, on Twitter, I have a fake profile called Vladimir Putin, but uh, it's because I don't like to use my own name. I mean, my real name. My
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's because that I want to have a profile, but in a private way.
Yeah, but it's
So
better. It's safer
yeah,
than.
exactly. It's for that reason that I made it, but Twitter is boring for me. So I made it. Sorry,
Yeah, and
but I
it's an
just
old app. I
yeah,
think
exactly.
people doesn't use it.
I mean, it's so toxic.
Yeah,
Everybody's fighting
for the
for.
comments and something like that.
Yeah, it's horrible. I mean, it's so uh, disappointing, and just drop it and
Only
forget.
hate.
Yeah, it's for that reason. On Facebook, well, I use my real name, but nowadays I want to close that profile because if I remember, obviously the password, I'll close it because it's boring. I mean, Facebook is social media that's just hate it. So nowadays I have a profile on Instagram and TikTok, but it's because the memes. It's only for that reason. Let you know that we have a group from the university, and I share with them a kind of memes on funny videos and funny pictures and so on. But it's only for that. But I mean, if I want to communicate with my family, with my friends, I prefer doing do that face to face instead on social media.
Yeah, and talking about this, do you think that, for example, um, these apps like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter are like a distractor in your life, maybe? Because
Yeah.
sometimes when
Mhm.
you are, for example, on Facebook and you say like, I'm gonna watch like this video, and then you see the time and 2 hours later. So,
Yeah, the day fly, just fly the day, and it's because that I mean I sat down into to the coach and I watch it those social medias. For example, on in my job, sometimes I have I don't know if the same meaning in English. I have a block, a free block. I mean, it's a period of time where no one didn't arrive. Uh,
we
Sorry,
have,
no one arrived to
yeah,
to
even we have a question about that
to me.
here. Like, for example, should the use of social networking sites be banned at work?
I mean, you must be responsible. I use it because adelanto, forward could
Uh-huh.
be.
Yeah.
Okay, I forward my job on, for example, this long weekend. Now here in Colombia, it's a long weekend. This Monday is a holiday. So I use this period to forward my job, my work, sorry. And it's for that reason that sometimes I have a free time in my job. But definitely you must be responsible using those social media during the work time.
Yeah, but I think that that also depends of the kind of job because, for example, there are another jobs like, well, it depends because if you are working, so yeah, you don't have to use your cell phone or something like that. But for example, in the educational part for teacher or something like that, there are good pages which you can see and different videos that can help you
Exactly.
with your classes and something like that.
Exactly. It's so helpful. But for example, many, I don't know, much of the time I see how the drivers, when I'm using um, public transportation, are using their fucking cell phone where when they are driving. I mean, it's so dangerous, and they are replying their messages,
Yeah.
and it's so horrible. Every time I'm scared looking at the front, just waiting for the crash. It's horrible. I mean, it sounds really negative, but it's something that happened
Yeah,
a lot of time.
it's like there are like different risks of this maybe. Like you say, like when people when someone is driving and that person is with the cell phone all the
Yeah,
time.
exactly. And even the delivery people are doing the same. I mean, they are looking for a street. I don't know. What is it? Word for an address. Sorry, is the word. They are looking for an address, and they are looking their cell phone and or watching their cell phone looking for that, and it's dangerous because that's many. I mean, the animals, the children, the people, and are crossing the streets, and they are focused on their cell phone. So it's so dangerous when they are doing that. It's for that reason that I said you
Yeah,
must be responsible with that.
and not only, for example, children and teenagers, not only using like social media. So, for example, what about the video games? So, uh,
Something really, really dangerous, for example, was Pokemon Go, I think. Yes,
oh yeah,
Pokemon Go. People just play this game and they are focused, really focused on that game, and they didn't pay attention to their environment where they were. Um, I don't know, streets, avenues, and many accidents happened because that. I mean, it's not the game; it's the people that are playing that being
and
risk.
also the time that they waste playing, for example.
Sorry.
And also, I think that the time that the people use playing that video games and
Well, yes. I mean, you must be. I know that I'm repeating that word, but you must be responsible in your schedule, in your environment, in every single place because that. I mean, it's so important having or take into account that those dangers that happened and the warnings that uh, are in every place because it's not only the vehicles, it's the same the constructions or the places that are damaged or broken, and people just use that to distract. I mean, it's good. It's good to distract a little bit, but you must pay attention to your or looking around.
yeah. What do you think, lady?
About the video games for the kids or the question?
What the question?
Okay. Um, yeah, but I maybe I answer it, but I think that the networking sites can be dangerous because um, the people could. There is different kind of people, that good people and the bad people, but always uh, result, no, resalta, no sé cómo decirlo,
Highlight.
Yeah.
highlight,
Mm-hmm.
highlight, okay, highlight the bad people because maybe the people that is making fake profiles or that is sharing bad information or fake information for the people that could be innocent and they could believe that or could fall in that bad practice in the social media. So maybe the people younger that um, is not is not seeing the problem. They could be normal because it's only a post in the Facebook or in the Twitter, but it could be a problem bigger if they don't realize the the magnitude of the new or of the things that the people post in the Facebook and the social media.
Yeah, and do you think that, for example, so the use of the cell phone all the time, I mean, in kids, in children, it could be affect like the way in which they socialize with other kids, with other people?
Yeah, because now the parents use the cell phone or videos to distract their children when they are crying or when they are annoying for the parents. So they just give it their phone and they distract. They use it. But once the parents take off their phone, the children start to cry, start to be to be ay to be pataletas, to hacer pataletas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a bigger problem than if like a parent as a parent and use different things to the children can distract can enjoy if the boy is doing nothing, but also can can affect their skill to be friendship. Yeah, friendship
Mhm.
with other kids, because if a kid is always looking at their phone and using it, they won't know how to make friends or how to start a conversation with the different as the children, yeah, with a different kid. So that could affect in their school, in their high school, and then in the university. They will not how to have a group of friends because the boy always was with the cell phone.
Yeah, thank you. Robert,
About what question?
so
The video
we're talking
games?
about different different question about everything, but yeah, the question could be maybe this about what is your opinion, or should they use of social networking
Oh,
sites? Uh-huh.
Um, okay, I don't usually use them. For example, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and the new website. I don't remember its name. Thread. I don't remember.
Uh-huh.
I don't usually use them. To me, are very boring. I
but but
prefer
but
to enjoy
but what
the
about,
time
for
with my
example,
friends.
oh, sorry, but okay, you say that you don't use like social media, like yeah, Instagram or yeah, the apps. But what about, for
No.
example, the video games?
And about video games, I think that Jose said in Jose, I don't remember his
Yeah,
name. His
Jose.
name. He said that it's not the game, it's the people who played it. And
Yeah.
I think that is true because the video games are very important for the recreation, especially for children. But I think that there are people who they go more than the limit. Cause I remember that video games that don't remember its name. Okay, that games. Había, there was children who take money for their parents
Oh yeah,
and inverted that game. Invertir, no recuerdo. Inverted.
invertir. I
Invest.
don't know. Yeah,
¿Cómo?
invest,
How?
invest.
Oh, invest in that games, in those games.
It could be like Free Fire is the game, not?
Oh,
Oh,
I play
I
that.
remember the name.
Yes, I think that I read about
Yeah,
that.
it's so addictive. It's really
Yeah,
addictive.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. In Spanish, there is a term for that. Is I forgot that. It's something about you pay for receive a gift or a present, but it's only for from this video game. It's ludopatia is the name for that in Spanish.
Oh. So I used to play that, but I never paid for. I never
Exactly.
bought
It
anything.
happens. It happens even in a
I think
casino. I
more,
think it's the
more
name
common
in
in kids maybe because
no, no, no.
I want this skin, I want this. So and they pay for that, but
No, but it happened even in adults. I mean, in
yeah.
adults it's different
Yeah,
because, for example,
in adult,
they want to bet, even or in those places like casinos or something like that, or games like cards. But it happens too in adults. It's for that reason that meaning ludopatia.
Oh. So in my case, I never paid for.
No, neither do I. I mean, it's
And
so stupid try to pay for something for free. It's not. It hasn't sense.
yeah, but have you had like maybe experience with family children addicted to games maybe?
In my case, I had a student. I mean, it was my
Oh,
second or third student that his mom told me my son is paying for Free Fire. Is for that reason that I remember that name. He's paying for Free Fire and he's losing the gear because
and how old is he?
he's in that moment he was 13, I think. Yes, 12, 13. Now he's 15, so he changed a little bit. I think so. But yes, in that moment it was like, yeah, he's spending a lot of money playing that game, and said like, my goodness, there are many games that are interesting, that are entertaining, but he's paying for that, and it has no sense because I mean, he doesn't he doesn't steal or he didn't steal his mother, but he used the money that her mother gave him to pay for that game. So it doesn't have sense. I mean, it doesn't have sense. Doesn't have doesn't have sense. Yes, because I don't know. For example, that money he could use in buying stuff, so like, I don't know, shoes, or I mean, he spent a lot of money for that game. It's so stupid, but he could use that for shoes, for clothing, for a travel. I don't know, many things that you can do with that money, but he spent it in a video game that is virtual. I mean, he paid for that. I remember that he paid for skins
Oh,
and
yeah.
something that wallpaper or something like that. It doesn't have sense. Or
Yeah, it's true. What do you think, ladies? It is possible to become a social networking addict? But in this case, we're talking about video games.
Yeah, because I consider myself that I am a little bit addicted to um social networking like like TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Always I'm watching TikTok, and I really I know that is bad.
Yeah, but
But
sometimes you don't realize that you are in the app or that you have been in
yeah,
the app during hours. It's
yeah, it's that
like I said
because
before,
I
you are like on Facebook and say I'm gonna watching this video and then you realize that you have
yeah,
been there like 2 hours, 3 hours. watching videos.
Yeah, in my case, it was for a stage maybe. First, my addiction was with Facebook. I spent a lot of hours in Facebook watching videos.
So for you, it's important that. So I mean, the likes, the followers, the likes on
No,
your pictures, or
I don't pay attention to that because, and I don't know, I never have been like, oh, I have to have a lot of followers or a lot of likes. I only saw that social networking for or posts or videos that something that could enjoy me in my free time, not for likes or something like that.
okay. And let me see the next question. So, what are some of the effects of social media on teenagers and young people? I think that we already talked about this, but for example, I don't know, I think that one effect of this could be maybe, yeah, like I think was Jose who said that about family conflicts. I, I don't, oh, I think that was Robert. That when people prefer like share time with the cell phone and talking with another people by cell phone and don't spend time with the family and something like that. What do you think?
Okay. But first, what mean teen games? Teen girls.
Oh no, I don't know. It's an app. What was that?
Okay.
What was that?
Um. um. I remember when I was younger that I used to play las llevas a las escondidas.
Oh, oh yeah.
And I think that now are not longer allowed, and they usually play now in, for example, in apps and social networks and video games, and that games are lost. They have lost.
Okay. And another effort that you say is generally for using social media all the time.
I want to add something, but it is the Colombian moment 100% of fake one link because okay, I'm so sorry for the noise. Van a vender esto, naranjas y demás. So sorry.
Oh, don't worry.
Okay.
I missed to hear
Um,
that. Don't worry.
yeah. Okay. This is a big moment.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the humble moment. Okay. What I
Nostalgia.
want to, yeah, I wanted to say something about that. I used to spend a lot of time playing video games and making music because sometimes I play the piano or make my own music. And I just stay in my room, and I mean I spend 16 hours a day playing or making music or I don't know, chatting with other people from social medias, yeah, and from another countries. I mean, um, but nowadays, for example, in the pandemic moment, in that isolation,
Yeah.
it was weird because it happened something that the, a video game was popular that is called parchis. So it's basically
Sorry,
parqués.
I can focus in your in your words
Yeah, yeah.
for
I'm
the
so
long.
sorry for that. It's nearby and he stopped in that moment. So I'm so sorry for that.
No, no, no. It's okay. Go ahead. Continue.
The
It's just
Colombian
me.
moment.
Me da nostalgia.
Yeah, yeah, I know. And yes, it's only that. I mean, parties played by people in a virtual form. I mean, it's not the way. It's the point that I want to focus.
Yeah, thank you. Lady.
Oh, but I wanted to talk about parches. I purchased was
Oh,
a
that's a
beautiful
game, right?
game when yeah, Parquet, but in the cell phone like a app. I
Oh yeah.
played that game a lot in the during the COVID with my friends that we couldn't see each other face to face, but we played a lot in the cell phone. It was so enjoying that that times. I just wanted to say that because I
Yeah. Oh,
remember.
yeah. Or about this another video game? I don't remember the name. Among Us, I think that was the
Among Us,
name.
yeah, that
Did you
that
play
was
that too?
the a lot with friends of my work and friends of my school, high school, and that we usually were boring in the house, encerrados, that we cannot go outside to make something different. We always make video call, yeah, and we play it, and it was beautiful because there were moments that we only love, loving and all the time.
Yeah, yeah. I remember that video games, like those video games that Among Us and Parches and yeah. But I think Among Us wasn't like too addictive. I think it was more addictive like Parches, I think. Maybe because Among Us it's like I mean was like the same thing all the time. Just
Yeah, because Among Us it was addictive, but if you play with friends, if your friends
yeah.
were always playing Among Us, it could be addictive. But if you play alone or if you play with randoms players, it will not be the same as uh, as funny as if you are playing with friends. But Parcheesi, it was addictive because if you are playing with friends or not, it could be win or it could be the same emotions that if you're playing alone. But there is other games. I don't
Yeah,
remember
but
which one.
for example, in Among Us, so I think yeah, like you say, was addictive when you play the game with your friends because that was funny. For example, when you were on a video call and you say, "Oh, I wasn't the imposter," and yeah, and you talk with your friends, uh, yeah, like video call or something like that. So yeah,
Yeah, that for that reason it is addictive because they're here the other people and talking and defend themselves that I'm not the imposter, it's him
yeah,
because I saw him kill that person. But I remember that in it was addictive. So the streamers playing Among Us, that was I do remember that every person that I talk that when I play Among Us say, I remember that the streamer play Among Us and all the people when Among Us was in the uh, old age maybe
yeah.
gold age, many of streamers playing Among Us in like 5 hours at the day.
Yeah, it's true. Sarah, what do you think about this question? I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, well. So, yeah, Jose, what do you think about those video games? Like, for example, do you play like Among Us or Parches in pandemic or another video game?
Well, another video game in that period was, for example, for me, it was Assassin's Creed. It was perfect. Play that, but online, I don't know many of them. I mean, LOL. I mean, League of Legends
Oh,
or
that
these
that
kinds.
League of Legends, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, yeah, it's so common that video game. But
Exactly. But
but for me,
uh,
I try someday to play, but I didn't understand the game. It's so difficult for me
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. It
I
happens to me.
play
That's
I
not.
played
It's not
that game
possible.
since I played that game since 5 years ago.
Oh no, for me it's so hard. I try, but I say like, no, no, I prefer to play Free Fire. I don't understand this.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
hard.
It's similar, but yes, it's not. I mean, it's boring. For me, it's boring. Those kind of games.
Yeah. Robert.
Um, about for example, in parches, you're
Yeah.
talking about parches. I
Robert is
remember
like,
that.
I don't know, you are talking about too many things. I don't know what I say. Um, yeah, about, I don't know, the video games that you played or, yeah.
I remember that
Oh, uh-huh.
in, in the pandemic moment, pandemic, I was in a I was in a finca farm.
A farm. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, okay. So I don't used to play that games, but I remember that was I was playing with some friends one time, just one time, in parches, and wow, that game is anger. That game generates too much anger, enojo, anger.
Annoying?
Um,
Yes.
uh, see, yeah. You mean Among
There
Us?
was some no in parches.
Oh, oh, I never played that.
No, I remember that there was some friends who they put a donkey.
Mm-hmm.
No, but that game
So
has.
I
Sorry, that game has something particular. But sorry, because I saw that with a neighbor. Yes, with some neighbors that used to join to play that El Parques in a real face to face. I mean, and
Yeah, it's better.
yeah, it's better. But they at the end they end in fighting for that. I mean, you are a cheater. You are, and they fight a lot. I mean, it was weird because you're like this and you're having a conversation with your family and then a noise just a sudden noise arrived to your house because it was in the corner on the corner and I live in the middle of the street from the block, sorry. And the fight just started just because and it started and hey, you are a cheater and my money and my and they fight a lot. I mean, it's so weird, but that game in a virtual form made the same effect on people.
Yeah. So, well, I can't uh, say too much about this video game because I never play it. But okay, let's come back to the main topic about the effects. Like, mm, I don't know, another effect that you say this is for using social media, like for example, I don't know, sleep problems. Yeah, or but I think this is like the same, like an addiction, right? Because you you want to spend your time on your cell phone and for example you don't want to do another things or your responsibilities. So and also generate maybe sleep problems, right? And for example, what about also I don't know, what do you think that this affect to the person's mental health? Guys, what are you? Lady or Jose?
Well, a kind of mental health is there are many things that happen with the social media. As I said, kind of let me search for that word because I'm curious to know what is the meaning of that in English. But it happens with now it says oh okay, ludopatia means gambling addiction.
Oh,
So yeah, gambling addiction. It happens. For example, I'm suffering about insomnia, but not for social media. It's because the video games. But sometimes it happens that um, the social networkings develops in people egotistical behaviors or selfish behaviors, and it's so dangerous also because I'm the best one and I'm all the top. And I mean, it's so weird when people behaves with those behaviors. So redundant, yeah. But it happens a lot, and it happens also that people spend a lot of money and they require loans from friends, from banks, and basically destroy everything about their lives using that. Um,
yeah.
Spending a lot of money that they don't have. So I don't know what is the name of that with that kind of name for a clinical disease. I mean, for that mental
For
health.
people who's addicted to this?
Yes, but they spend a lot of money when they don't have to use it, and it's so dangerous. But I mean, social media can make or can create from people those kind of dangerous dangerous behaviors. I mean, self-destructive behaviors.
Yeah, yeah. I was like looking for the word that you say for people who is addicted to these kind of games, but yeah, the only word that say here is what do you say, ludopatia? So I don't know exactly neither what is like the the word, but yeah. Okay, lady, do you want to say something about this? Another opinion that maybe you want to share with us?
Um, I heard what Jose say, but I didn't hear you when you asking.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh, I mean, I was asking if, for example, do you think that the use of these social media um, could be, for example, oh, yeah, could be generate, for example, like, or could affect the person's mental health?
Yeah, the the social media could affect the mental health of the people because, as we said previously, that there are different things that could affect the self-esteem or could affect the thinking, the thoughts of the people
Yeah.
if see something that could may be um, en contra, in cons, in contrast? No,
I think it's
in
against.
how?
Against, I think that's the word. I don't
Yeah, against of their things and could could affect in different ways. Maybe sometimes in the social networking post videos of maybe people suiciding.
know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or also when was the
Yeah, and for example, I'm so sorry. And for example, yeah, talking about when we were talking about the risks, for example, um, about bullying situations that could be generated suicide.
yeah, of course, the people could be share more a lot of hate to other people that maybe could be sensible with their feelings and could be sad if someone tell them a bad word or make them feel sad.
Yeah, and people who depends of the approval and acceptance from other people for other people, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that is so sad because a single word could make their day bad or their day good, and if it's a lot of people that is saying bad words and could affect them.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, guys. See you next week and have a good day. Bye bye. See you soon.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank
Bye
You too.
bye.
you.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Is